especially the 7th of December, the Battle of Manchester, a very attractive main event. We have Anthony Crolla, a man who's been in some wars over in the UK. As Dave mentioned, he's almost, was almost in line for a title shot. Doss, you mentioned he was about to fight Eric Morales. He's going to be fighting our next guest, who is an undefeated lightweight prospect. He's getting an opportunity for that vacant Lonsdale title. Big opportunity. This is one of the most exciting prospects coming up. Without further ado, my man Viva Las Vicious, soon to be making his debut in Las Vegas, Nevada. We're working on that as well. My main man, Kieran Farrell. Welcome to ATG Radio. It's a pleasure to have you, champ. How you doing today?
Thanks, Frank. I appreciate the opportunity for talking to you.
Hey, man, I got to introduce you, champ. We're on here with myself, Tim Cudgett, and Mike Doss, my wonderful co-host on the show. Definitely looking forward to, hearing your thoughts for your upcoming fight. We just spoke to Dave Coldwell. He's Coldwell Boxing doing some big things. I think at this point right now, this is the best event. I mean, you've been in some dog fights coming up in your career. You got Anthony Crolla in front of you. Next month, almost exactly in 1 month on the 7th of December, the Battle of Manchester, man. Tell us about this fight, man. You going in there, your big step-up fight for the Lonsdale title.
Well, I'm over the moon with Dave Coldwell rang me. We were trying to get someone else unbeaten, 14-0 himself, Kevin Hooper, who won an English title eliminator, and I won my eliminator back in when I beat Joe Elford in June for the Central Area belt. So what's it called? When he made the call, I made the call to Dave Coldwell. I said, "Are you any closer to making a fight?" And he told me that Hooper was out injured with his hand. So he said, "Well, you got to take the fight on the line." And I thought he talked about someone else. So I said, "I don't want to mention the name." So I said, "I'd love to shut him up anyway, because he's a bit of a mouth, this kid who I thought he was on about." Anyway, what's it called? I ended up getting it out. Well, I ended up guessing it was Anthony Crolla, and like I say, it's the Battle of Manchester. Beauty and the Beast, I call it, and I'm no fucking beauty.
Hey man, I'm telling you like this. I gotta ask you this too. You're someone, you've never tasted defeat in your career. All you know how to do is win. Anthony Crolla, a guy who's got almost close to 30 fights. I know you fought some guys that had a lot more experience in the ring, but out of Anthony Crolla, I mean, what do you see? I mean, obviously, you're going in this fight to win. Your promoter sees you going in this fight to win. I mean, dude, you're in one of the best divisions in boxing, right now, one of the deepest, not just in the UK, but I mean in the world. I mean, obviously, you got some great future matchups once you get past Anthony Crolla, but Anthony Crolla, with his experience, what do you see in him that you feel you can capitalize on and pull out a victory on the 7th of December?
Well, I've known Anthony since 17 years old. He watched me win the National Amateur Tournament in England. It was back in Liverpool. It was, and he watched me win that. And I've known him since then. I followed his career, and what's it called? He followed mine very closely. I've never sparred with him or anything like that. Never. But like I say, I mean, I've come up from 8 stone. I had my debut at 8 stone. I was an 18-year-old skinny lad, and I'm a fully fledged lightweight now, comfortable at the weight. Anthony Crolla is not the biggest. He's not the biggest lightweight, but what's it called? I've got nothing more respect for Anthony Crolla. It's just his trainer who I don't like.
Yeah, you got that. You got that right. Hey, bro, I gotta ask you. I asked Dave this too, man. Look. As far as, you look at the lightweight division, you even look if you go up, if you're moving up, if you decide you want to move up. But, you got one of your stablemates on the undercard and Barry Matthews. We asked Dave if that's a potential matchup if you get past Crolla on the 7th. I mean, what are your thoughts on a possible potential future matchup with Barry Matthews?
Well, Dave Matthews is another big name, but, at the end of the day, I'm a fresh young lad. I'm 22 years old, and it's this is where I'm starting, you know. I'm starting at 22 years old and 14, you know. I've got my first proper fight now, you know, and I'm going to show everybody what I'm about. My dream is to become world champion, you know, and I wouldn't have entered the professional game if I didn't think I'd be able to become world champion. You know, no one's got the dedication of what I've got. You know, nobody else, I can tell you that now. You know, I know that all these fighters like to go and have a drink after they've had a fight, or these fighters want to smoke, it's people want to get involved in this and that. I'm not like that. I'm 100% boxing, that's all I live for, you know, and at the end of the day, no one can take that away from me. I won't let anybody take it away from me. I train like no other. If I were going to compare myself to anybody who I think who trains like me, it'd be Timothy Bradley. He trains like a man possessed, and that's how I train. And I've always got it in my head that's because I won't be beat. You know, I'm going there. You know, I'd love to fight Derry Matthews, but I won't look past Anthony Crolla. Anthony Crolla's a top fighter, and he's fresh, he's young still. You know, and like you say, he's been in these wars and all that. You know, so it makes for a good fight. It's gonna be a war as long as it lasts, and it won't last 10 rounds. Now, I won't be on the losing end.
Well, you know, that's the reason why you have the nickname Vicious, man. You don't play around.
Hey, let me get in here, Frank. Hey, Kieran, this is Michael Doss. How you doing, man?
Michael.
Hey, Frank mentioned the Derry Matthews, situation. You know, Derry working with Dave now, being one of your stablemates.
Yeah.
Have you talked to Derry Matthews about Anthony Crolla and about maybe getting some tips out of the field?
No, I haven't. But to be honest, Derry Matthews will have a lot of respect for Anthony Crolla himself. But I don't need to start talking tactics. I'll go in there, do my thing. That's what a Vicious is about. Vicious Kieran Farrell gets in the ring, does his thing, and I don't worry about your Anthony Crolla or your Derry Matthews, Michael. I get in there and I let them to worry about me because, at the end of the day, you know what they come in for, what they come and get, what's coming at them. It's like when Brandon Rios steps in the ring. I'm the British Brandon Rios. I'm going to get in there and, I'm going to have a fight and, they can't stop me from doing what I do. My presence in the ring, I'm not just saying this from my point of view, but when I spar with fighters and stuff like that, and my presence in the ring, they can't push me back because I'm stood in front of them. It's too hard for them to push me back because my legs are solid. I've got big quads, big calves, and I stand there, I plant my feet, and I start letting them go. And that's what I'm a fan-friendly fighter. And every time Farrell fights, Farrell delivers, and that's how it's going to be again.
Let me ask you another question. This is concerning your promoter, Dave Coldwell. There's a lot of promoters out there, not many now, that have been in the ring before. What is what's your take on having a promoter that's been in the ring, that's fought as a professional, and what do you think is good about that? Besides being maybe with the Frank Lawrence or Frank Maloney or Eddie Hearn.
Well, Dave. The way I see it, Dave, like you say, he's been a fighter himself, and he actually won a Central Area title himself. Like I have, like the opportunity he got me in June, and he knows how a fighter feels. And some other promoters don't know how a fighter feels. They're just there's a lot of promoters, and they're all money orientated. I don't mention names and all that, but he knows how a fighter feels. And Dave Coldwell's a nice man, and he looks at it from a fighter's point of view as well as a promoter's point of view. And I know there's other promoters. I'm not going to start mentioning any names. You probably know big promoters in the UK who look at it from a business perspective, as they say. So.
Well, let me ask you this.
You're more than welcome to mention names.
Wait one second.
Anybody what?
Wait 1 second. Let me ask one more question. Does Dave ever, he was a trainer. He's been a promoter, a manager. He's kind of had his hands in everything, and being a former fighter. Has he ever been in the gym with you, just checking everything out, and your trainer saying something he kind of disagrees and tells you? Does he ever kind of help train you a little bit too, or give you advice?
Well, I mean, it'd be hard for him to do that, Michael, to be honest, because I don't even train in England. I train over in Northern Ireland with John Breen and Eamon McGee over in Breen's gym in Belfast. So I fly out there on a Monday morning, I come back on a Friday evening, and I'm home for the weekend, and then I'll be going for my sparring and all that again on the Monday morning. So, if I need to talk to Dave about anything, I will do, and like I always do. But if I've got worries about anything, I'll talk to him. But, at the end of the day, I haven't had anything like that. I only just got with John back in May, and when I joined Dave Coldwell, I got rid of all my old team and I got a new team in. Dave Coldwell, manager, promoter, and John Breen, my trainer, and tell you what, it's never been better since.
I appreciate it, Kieran. Thanks, man.
Hey, Kieran, we also here with my other co-hosts, Tim Cudgis and Mark Abrams. You're more than welcome to jump in anytime. I got to ask you another question. We're going. I want to speak more on the lightweight division. Being here in the States, we like to follow everybody in the UK. All four of us here, we're big fans, advocates of boxing in the UK, especially the guys that eventually get up on the world level. I feel, and I think I speak for the rest of us, that you have the potential to be, one of the guys to come out here and on the world level and fight one of the top guys, and whether it's welterweight or lightweight or a world title sometime in the future. I got to ask you this. I mean, fantasy-wise, for fantasy boxing in your mind, I know you see yourself as being a world champion somewhere down the line. You got as far as you had. You go on the UK level, the Euro level. Right now, there's three names I want to mention. They're the top guys there. Obviously, Ricky Burns. He's a top three, top 3 or 4 lightweight in the world. He's a world champion. Obviously, in the UK, all roads lead to Ricky Burns. But you also have some guys like Gavin Rees and Kevin Mitchell that are, that are top 10 lightweights in the world period. But in the UK, they're the big dogs. How long is it? You got Anthony Crolla, possibly Derry Matthews, a few other names defend that English lightweight title once you win it. What one of those guys do you see yourself eventually fighting that you think you would want to fight most?
Well, to be honest, I've got Anthony Crolla next, and it's only 2 fights ago they were talking about him fighting out Morales over in the States, in Las Vegas and all that, and I think what a lot of people do is get carried away, because at the end of the day, I never thought he'd be on that be able to quit at that level. I thought it was a bit of a joke, you know what I mean? So once I take care of Anthony Crolla and the style I will do it in, it's gonna there'll be a lot of hype about me, and there'll be a lot of people getting behind me, whether they like me or not. I know it's a few people. There's a few people out there. As you do, you get all the haters and all that. There's a few people who don't like me and don't like what I say, but I'll just keep saying what I say and keep shouting what I shout until I get to where I want to be. With regards to Ricky Burns, Gavin Rees, Kevin Mitchell. Gavin Rees, he's European level. He's been world champion, but it was a selected opponent. It was a Solium Bai at light welterweight, and then he got beat off that one who Amir Khan beat. So and he went up so much. Forgot his name now. He was from Ukraine, I think. But anyway, Kaselnik, that's it. Then anyway, Ricky Burns, I'm a fan of Ricky Burns. I know that he trains hard. But he was limited. He was at super featherweight, and no one thought he'd be world champion, and he beat Roman Martinez and all that. And no one thought anything of Ricky Burns. He moved up a weight, and he looks fantastic. I know that he's very dedicated, and he always gets in. He's big for the weight as well. He'll probably move up a weight if you don't get a big fight at lightweight in the near future. Then Kevin Mitchell, he lets himself down. He's got all the talent in the world, but there's a few fighters who have all the talent in the world, and they don't put the work in. And that's where they come undone. They they're not willing to put the hard work in the gym and all that, and they want to go out and play around and do whatever they do. So, you know, that's where Kevin Mitchell, that sort of bracket, I put him in now. So, at the end of the day, you know, I don't mind. I want to beat Anthony Crolla. I'll be looking at all these names anyway, because I'll have the backing of everybody who are hyping me up. And like you, Dave Coldwell, my promoter, he needs to talk as big as me as he can. And when I beat Anthony Crolla, he can say whatever he likes, because he was the former British champion.
Yeah, you got that right. 100% there. Kieran, I got to ask you this, man. Look, you and I, at Vicious Farrell on Twitter, we've been chatting back and forth a few times over the past few days up until this point. Now, you mentioned something. I know a couple of your fans have also interacted with me on Twitter. They're very much listening to you on our show tonight. But somebody said something about you singing. Now, I don't know the great singers of the UK. I think you guys got One Direction. I think they're great singers right now. I don't know.
One Direction.
Yeah, I don't know if you're one of the missing members of One Direction, or I'm trying to think. You guys had another boy band back in the day, Take That, with Robbie Williams. See, I remember that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're a missing member of that group either, but here, we're going to put you to the test. You mentioned something about giving us
Frank, wait.
Yanks.
You're mentioning, we were talking about ass kicking, and then you mentioned boy band.
Well,
this conversation's going everywhere.
Hey, the singing I do, boys, it's more football folk singing at the matches. It's not. I'm not no Adele anyway. Put it that way.
Wait, Kieran. Listen, this is what's going to make Kieran a crossover fighter, a crossover professional athlete. He's got to be, you can't just be, Kieran, I know you follow him on Twitter, you follow him on Facebook, he puts his pictures up, he has a good time with his mates. But this is what it's going to do. Out here in the United States, this is the exposure he needs. You want to fight out here in Vegas, we need to see not the vicious. We don't need to see vicious. Yeah,
you need to see the showman. And
give us a taste.
Kieran, I'm gonna tell you, man. You need to be the singing assassin. You need to be that guy who shows up with the roses and the assassination. You're like the singing hitman. That's what you need to do. You need to get out, break out your guitar at the press conference, sing a folk song about kicking some ass. And that'll get you, and then actually do it, and that could get you far, man.
Yeah, definitely. Well, if you want me to do a sing for you now, I'm more than happy to sing a song for you regarding my next fight.
You can't give us a taste right now. Can you give us a little taste, just a couple seconds, a couple snippets? Give us one of the football. What do you guys call it? Not the goons. You guys don't have goons over there. What are they called? We're ignorant. We're ignorant Yanks over here. They call it soccer. You guys call it
the hooligan, right?
Yeah.
Give us one of the hooligan chants. Give us one of the soccer hooligan chants. Just one.
It's a bit swearing, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead. Go for it.
This is in regards for my next fight, December the 7th, on 2nd.
All right. Well, look.
You hear that? You hear that?
What's that?
You hear that?
So
Crolla's going home in a fucking ambulance. Crolla's going home in a fucking ambulance. You know that one?
We gotta get. You know what we gotta do? We gotta get that out there. We gotta get this chant. So when the fans are there live for the Battle of Manchester, we want everybody in attendance. We want
everybody singing it. Crolla's going home in a fucking ambulance.
Love it. Kieran.
Yeah.
We got, listen, bro. I'm telling you like this. Between with you. You were a sensational guest. Between you and your promoter Dave Coldwell, man, we had a blast. I gotta tell you this, man. We have to we have to bring you back on the show. When you get that Lonsdale title, you're the champ. You're the next big star in the UK as far as in the lightweight division or wherever division you decide to conquer. We got to bring you back on the show. We're pulling for you, man. The 7th of December, the Battle of Manchester, you and Anthony Crolla. Follow Kieran Farrell at Vicious Farrell on Twitter. I got to ask one more, man. Do you have any final words for the fans out there?
Well, I've got some final words for Derry Matthews first.
I'm sorry?
Yeah. I've got something for Derry Matthews as well.
Oh, you got there you go. There you go. Got something for Derry.
Yeah, do you want me to go? I'll go for it now. Yeah, it could be worse. Could be scouts eating rats out. Cancel.
I love it. Dude, you
like it, yeah.
I think, look at this. I think it's like this. You guys got, I think, look, you're a young man. I think One Direction missed the boat, man. I don't know what it was, man. You decided to go kick ass. They decided to sing to the girls. You got some good, you got some good musical talent there, bro.
Yeah, well, if I don't make it in the boxing, well, I'll have to get the X Factor. I might even come over to America for the X Factor too.
That's what we're gonna do, man. We got to get you over here in America. I have a feeling in 2013, I get an opportunity. We'll all get an opportunity to get to see Kieran Farrell, bring his talents here to the United States and Las Vegas. That's what we're looking for. That's where I live right now. But, hey, bro, we appreciate you joining us today, and we'd love to have you back on the show again in the future, my man.
Oh, that would be mint, not Frank and Michael. I might start off a bit slow and stuttering and all that. I'm not the best talker, but, well, I'm a good talker, but I have to get going first. I have to get warmed up into it. I'm warm into it now. Next time you ring, I'll give you everything. You
got it, bro. Hey, man, we appreciate it, and God bless you. Up until the 7th, man, we hope training goes well to you, man. You were perfect, bro. Great guest.
Can I just say a shout out to my sponsors, Stella and Dean at the Crown, and everyone who comes to support him, Moses Armour, who comes to paint my house. He's done a fantastic job.
And that's it, dude. Definitely keep in touch. We appreciate you, your sponsors and everything for helping you get to where you're at there. Kieran, we appreciate your time tonight, bro, and we'll talk soon. Cheers, brother.
Thank you, Frank. I'm real grateful. Cheers.
Take care. Have a great night.
Cheers. Bye.